So management needed me to do something. They needed me to get a passport. So like I'm looking at the stuff to get a passport, right? And I'm like, okay, I need this type of ID, this type of ID. I need this and that. And so like a bunch of my stuff, I didn't keep very good organization. So I lost some important documents while moving. And so Sakana is like, do I need to send somebody out to help you? And I'm like, no, I can do it. I'm a grown up. I can get done what I need to get done. Yeah, can you send somebody out? I cracked immediately, chat. So Sakana sends Muumi out to me. Like a tutorial, like a fucking tutorial guide. And I'm like freaking out about this and that. I'm like, Muumi, we gotta go here and I gotta get this temporary thing. And because it's a temporary one, I need a second one as well of this other type. And then we gotta get like this done and that done. And Muumi's like, calm down. And so Muumi takes me around, helping me sort out a bunch of stuff, helping me compile the documents that I need. And immediately when we get there, she's like, do you have the proof of travel printed out? And I'm like, so Muumi takes me to fucking Walgreens and we get that shit printed out. So I get the stuff that I need printed, the itinerary, the proof of travel, blah 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 blah, and we go to like the passport agency and stuff. But then I'm at the window, right? I'm at the window, and she asks me, "What are you going to Japan for?" And I'm like, hanging out with friends. Cause I'm scared! I paused for like a solid minute, chat! I paused for a solid minute! I was so scared that if I said business, that they'd be like, do you have a visa for that? Do you need to apply? Would you like to apply for a visa? Because that's gonna take like 5 extra weeks to like validate and stuff. I'm like freaking out, and I like asked Muumi about this ahead of time and stuff, and she was like, you could say business, it's fine. And I'm just like the window, and I'm like freaking out, Jet. I'm freaking out. So anyways, Muumi had to answer a bunch of questions for me everywhere we went. That woman is a saint. Muumi is a saint. Muumi is so very, very chill. It was a lot of fun running around that city with her. Badge, thank you. Did you just want to go on a date with Muumi? Oh my god. I did have a great time with Muumi. While we were in that city, she was like, oh, well, is there anything you want to do while we're here? And I was like, oh, yeah, let's go check out some like antique bookshops. And so we go to, okay, so I look on Google, right? And I find this one antique bookshop and it says open. And so we go to it and we look at the door and it says some shit along the lines of, sorry, we're not here right now. Please knock if the lights are on. Available by appointment only. And so I knock and nobody was home. So I leave, right? We leave. We go to another bookstore. I asked the lady at the counter, I was like, hi, do you have any like vintage books or signed copies or anything like that? And she's like, oh yeah, we got signed copies everywhere. You just gotta look for them. Glad to know you're passionate about your job, bitch! You're so helpful! That's so helpful! Thank you! Thank you for your service, ma'am! Thank you! That's so fucking helpful! I didn't find anything interesting. So that bookstore was a bust. So we go to another bookshop. We go to another antique bookshop. And it says open on the Google Maps. So we go there and it's like a long ass walk. Not like a super long walk, but it feels really long because there's lots of hills and shit. And in between these bookshops, I'm like dragging Muumi into pet stores. I'm like, look at that. And she's like, yeah, that's neat. And we go to the bookstore and then we get there and I'm like, hey, do you know where the bookstore is? And she's like, the fucking security lady, she's like, yeah, they're closed until the 8th. Can you put that on your fucking website then? Can you put that on your goddamn website? So by this point, I'm like kind of pissed off, right? So Muumi's like, oh, well, how about we call the other place and see if we can get an appointment? And I'm like, okay. And so I call them, and the lady's like, oh, yeah, hi, I'm here. You can just walk right in. We opened like 3 hours ago. And I'm losing my fucking mind because I was there like fucking 4 hours ago, right? I was there like 3.5 hours ago, okay? I tried that shit like literally like less than a fucking hour before she got back in the store. Ah! Ah! So you didn't go? No, I did go, and I did get a cute little book that's like basically a book for tourists, I think, but it's pretty old. I think it's from like the 1950s. I got that, and I got a really cool vintage book on goldfish breeds. I had a great time though. I had a great time. It was really fun running around with Muumi.
Mwah! Mwah! Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, bye-bye.